Up to speed with a few more stories. Now, women in rural Kenya over the years been disadvantaged in the social, economic and political spheres in the society, with men running the show in all fronts. But now a group of women in Homa Bay County have risen from the shackles of patriarchy and are fending for themselves by making smart cooking jikos that have been emerged or as pinnacle of a success in a male-dominated society. Philip Ketani with more details.
Kenya, like all African countries, focus on poverty alleviation at independence, perhaps due to the level of vulnerability of its population, but also as a result of the trickle-down economic discourse at the time, which assumed that poverty rather than distribution mattered. In other words, that it was only necessary to concentrate on economic growth because, as the country grew richer, this wealth will trickle down to benefit the poorest section of the society. Unfortunately, this never happened, and women ended up paying the ultimate price in rural Kenya.
Kama mimi nilikuwa napalilia watu kwa shamba. Na nilikuwa ninauza ndizi, hiyo ndizi imeenda kapotea. Sasa nikaanza kulima.
But now these women from Homa Bay County have decided to take matters into their own hands and save their own families from poverty by learning how to make these jiko smart.
Tukitengeneza kuweka mabati uko na pesa. Tena pesa ukilegeza hata 10 hivi. Kuna pesa ambayo unaweza kucheka na hiyo pesa.
Now these women have found a helping hand from an energy organization called Energy for Impact, which specializes in working with women under a program called Women Integration into Renewable Energy Value Chain.
We support them to develop the market because they have a lot of barriers to the markets, like market access, like transport, like just getting to pass through the message to the potential customers that indeed they have a quality product.
The women make this jiko smart from locally available materials with the entire value chain run by women.
Zero jiko haina moshi. Kwa maana moshi tulikuwa tukipikia mawe moshi ilikuwa nyingi. Watoto wanapata ugonjwa. Homa iko nyingi kwa nyumba. Kwa maana umechukua moshi nyingi imeingia kwa kifua yako.
The use of these improved jiko smart stoves is especially important in reducing indoor pollution, cutting energy costs, and saving the time lost in collecting firewood.
Our biggest aim is to train them on the disadvantages of the 3-stone cooking so that they can adapt the new cooking methods.
The initiative is expected to provide 396,000 people with access to clean cooking energy and solar lighting products in Kenya and Tanzania, and creating 400 jobs. For many years, girls and women in rural Kenya had little or no economic enterprise under their name, and running of households had been left to the men. But now these women from Kabondo in Homa Bay County have decided to rewrite the rule book, and they are now running one of the most well-thought-out business enterprises in the region of making smart jikos that have become a hit, both in Kisumu and Homa Bay counties. Philip Ketani, KTN News.
Now, First Lady Margaret Kenyatta has expressed the need for leaders to champion the entrenchment of the rights and dignity of adolescent girls by ensuring that they access services, including sanitary products. The First Lady spoke in Nairobi on Thursday when she launched the Menstrual Health Management Program. She said ignoring menstrual hygiene needs is a violation to girls' rights. The Menstrual Management Program is an initiative spread by the County First Ladies Association with support from the Red Cross Society, the African Cotton Industries, and Children Investment Foundation.
How are you? I'm well, thank you. How are you?
The future of the world. Educate one. Save 10 lives from savagery.
I cooled myself as a millipede on my bed.
Acquisition of the sanitary towels in this program will be made easier by the presence of African Cotton Industries Limited. That's a local manufacturer of personal hygiene products, as you have heard. which is a key partner in this program.
Regular retention of girls in school. We also reported enhanced performance and better performance by girls, and the transition of girls from one level to the next.
We recognize that women's health, especially menstrual health, is an important aspect of reproductive health, yet is not often talked about. As a result, many barriers towards reproductive health management persist and remain a challenge for thousands of women and girls. And today, we are reminded that we still have a lot to do to eliminate the stigma, cultural and social barriers that infringe on safe health practices for our women and girls.
All right, we're taking another quick break, but when we come back from this commercial break, we want to discuss World Press Freedom Day that we were marking this specific week as the world was doing so. How did Kenya, first of all, mark that one? And we came from an electioneering period where we saw how media was treated. That's an interesting conversation that you do not want to miss. So stay with KTN News. We'll be right back.